What could possibly make Kim So-hyun say yes to Park Bo-gum's heartfelt confession after all this time? Was it a secret bond, a hidden romance? Something far more surprising? For years, fans have speculated, theories have exploded online. The chemistry between the two stars has only added fuel to the fire. Now, after keeping silent, Kim So-hyun finally breaks her silence, and the reason might just melt your heart. Join Red Carpet Revealed as we uncover the emotional truth behind this long-awaited love story. This was the question that echoed through the minds of countless fans, media outlets, and netizens who had speculated for months, if not years, about the rumored chemistry between two of Korea's most beloved actors. But on a breezy July afternoon in Seoul, in an elegant suite at the Four Seasons Hotel, Kim So-hyun finally addressed the question that had long hovered over her love life. She sat across from a small group of journalists, glowing with a mix of serenity and subtle excitement. The occasion was a press junket for her latest drama, Good Boy, a high-stakes psychological thriller co-starring Park Bo-gum. While the show itself had already captured audiences with its layered storytelling and magnetic performances, what truly set the room abuzz was her willingness to finally share her truth. "Yes," she said with a soft smile, her gaze steady. "I accepted his confession, and it wasn't a decision I made lightly." A rising drama and a resurfacing romance. The K-drama world was already captivated by Good Boy, which had just premiered to critical acclaim. The story revolved around a reformed vigilante, played by Park Bo-gum, and a criminal profiler, played by Kim So-hyun, whose fates intertwine in a gripping tale of redemption and moral ambiguity. The show's compelling plot lines were only matched by the undeniable on-screen chemistry of its leads. Within days of the premiere, social media platforms lit up with clips, edits, and fan theories dissecting every glance, touch, and exchange between the characters. Viewers weren't just watching a drama, they were decoding a potential real-life romance. It wasn't the first time rumors had swirled around them. Years ago, Bo-gum and So-hyun had shared the stage briefly at an awards show, prompting whispers of mutual admiration. But until Good Boy, their professional paths hadn't truly crossed. And yet, something had clearly changed. Before the cameras rolled, their interactions off-camera during the filming of Good Boy had been polite and professional, at first. According to crew members, it was during late-night script readings and emotionally intense scenes that their bond began to grow. There was a moment after filming episode 5, recalled the show's assistant director. It was almost midnight, and they had just wrapped a particularly heavy scene. Everyone else had left, but the two of them stayed behind, talking quietly on set. You could tell there was something more than just work happening. Even more telling were the subtle gestures, Park Bo-gum waiting by her car after shoots, So-hyun bringing homemade snacks for the entire crew, with Bo-gum's favorite flavors included, and their increasing comfort with improvised lines that added emotional depth to their scenes. "The moment that changed everything," he told me after we wrapped one of our last scenes, Kim So-hyun revealed. Her voice was calm, yet it carried a tremor of remembered vulnerability. "It wasn't dramatic or grand. We were on the rooftop of the hotel where the production team was staying during out-of-town shoots. It was quiet, just the two of us and the night sky." She paused, then smiled faintly. "He said he had been holding it in for a long time, that he didn't want to confuse work with real feelings. The more we acted together, the more he saw me, not as a co-star, but as a person." That confession, raw and sincere, caught her off guard. And though she didn't answer him right away, the seed had been planted. "Choosing love, carefully. I needed time," she admitted. "I've always been careful with my heart, especially in this industry. It's hard to know who sees the real you and who sees the image." Kim So-hyun's career had been meticulously built over the years. From child star to household name, she had carefully guarded her private life. Her decision to open up about Park Bo-gum now was as deliberate as it was heartfelt. "There was no single moment," she said. "It was more like a collection of quiet proofs. The way he listens, the way he respects my boundaries, the way he never pushes." For a while, they kept their budding relationship quiet, sharing simple moments away from the spotlight, walks along the Han River, home-cooked dinners, even long text conversations during overseas schedules. Reactions from the industry. Once rumors became confirmations, The response from the entertainment world was a mix of surprise and admiration. Industry peers voiced their support, calling them a refreshing and genuine couple. The director of Good Boy reportedly teared up when he learned of the news. "You could see it in their eyes," he told reporters. "That final kiss scene wasn't acting. It was real, more than just co-stars or tabloid fodder." Kim So-hyun and Park Bo-gum had become a symbol of quiet, enduring love in an industry often dominated by spectacle. As the interview drew to a close, Kim So-hyun offered one last reflection. "Love isn't always about grand gestures," she said. "Sometimes, it's about someone staying beside you through the noise." Bo-gum did that for me, and I finally saw it. In hours of Kim So-hyun's interview going live, the media exploded. Fans took to social media with hashtags, edits, and congratulatory posts that quickly went viral. But the moment everyone was waiting for came quietly, through an Instagram post from Park Bo-gum himself. A simple picture of the Han River at dusk. The caption read, "Sometimes, the heart knows before the mind can speak." No names, no hashtags. But everyone knew. Gum's agency followed up with a brief statement. "Park Bo-gum has great respect and affection for Kim So-hyun. We hope the public will support them warmly." Industry reactions. The entertainment industry is no stranger to whirlwind romances and equally sudden breakups. But in this case, the response was remarkably supportive. And actors applauded their openness, while directors and producers praised their professionalism. "They proved love can bloom even in the most stressful environments," said Lee Ji-won, respected drama producer. "Their on-screen synergy wasn't just acting, it was trust." Some brands even jumped on the opportunity, with couple-themed promotions featuring their likenesses, with agency approval, of course. The buzz didn't just boost their love story, it gave Good Boy another ratings surge. Challenges of dating in the spotlight. Behind the heart emojis and trending hashtags, couple faced real pressures. In Korea's entertainment scene, even innocent dating news can spiral into scandal. Fortunately, both stars had reputations for maturity and integrity. "We talked about it a lot before going public," So-hyun shared in a follow-up interview. "How to protect what we have without hiding it." They agreed on boundaries, no excessive public appearances as a couple, no statements beyond what they had shared, and absolutely no responding to online rumors. "What matters most is how we treat each other in private," she added. "Not how perfect it looks in public." Together, those close to them describe a couple that balances each other. Where Bo-gum is introspective and quietly expressive, So-hyun brings clarity and calm. Together, they've built a dynamic that's both grounded and affectionate. "They both know what it's like to grow up in the industry," said a stylist who has worked with both. "That shared understanding creates a different kind of intimacy." Their relationship became a sanctuary amid chaotic schedules. Shared meals, dog walks, occasional poetry exchanges, small things that kept them connected. Future projects and possibilities. Professionally, the duo remains booked and busy. So-hyun is in talks for a historical romance drama, while Bo-gum has been approached for a major film adaptation. But what truly excites fans is the hint they may reunite on screen. "We're open to working together again," Bo-gum told a fan during a recent fan meeting. "If the right story comes along, why not?" Our agencies are careful but optimistic. There are whispers of a film project in early development, a story of two artists navigating love and ambition, a new symbol of modern love. In an industry often criticized for valuing image over authenticity, Kim So-hyun and Park Bo-gum have carved a different path. Their story isn't about drama or spectacle, about patience, understanding, and quiet courage. Inspired fans not just to believe in love, but to believe in love that grows, waits, and listens. The couple continues their individual and shared journeys. They remain grounded and grateful. "We're still learning every day," So-hyun concluded. "But we're learning together. That's what matters." Perhaps, that is the truest kind of